This video is going to be about the cQ-Cumulative Pivot Levels Indicator, version 1. This is the indicator. It's a confirmation indicator or a support and resistance type indicator. This one uses a cumulative moving average to determine the center level. Like right here, you can see that's the center level based on the previous cumulative moving average. This is the cumulative right here. These levels, you can select how many you want to display. And right now it's the pips per level is set to auto, which on the hourly chart should be 20 pips. And you can see the cumulative cQ-Cumulative pivots weekly, linear at 20 right there. That's the pips per level. You can also set that to a user value or any of these if you want. But right now it's set at 20. And what that is, pips per level, is there's basically 20 pips between each level. If I were to, say, select a user value and make this 25. Now they're 25 pips apart. The cumulative moving average needs to be reset, or you can also just set it to the beginning of the chart. But right now we have it set for weekly, and this is where you can change the start day. If you want to move the start day to a different day. Sometimes the candles start on Monday, and sometimes they start on Sunday. If it's not showing up right, then you can change it here. Or if you just want to change it to something else, you can do that. But if you wanted to change it, say, to the monthly, you can change it to the monthly here. I'll zoom out a little bit. Pivot reset start level. Right now, it's using the previous cumulative moving average level. As you can see the yellow, and then at this monthly change, that's where the pivot level is drawn. You can also just set that to the starting price of this right now, of this monthly change. You can set it to that, and you can see it draws them differently. This might be more in line with what you're used to seeing. You can try that. You have the quarterly, which they get kind of stretched out. And if you're not getting all levels, 32 is, I think that should be enough. You can change this. For example, you can make it 50. And you can see, you just have to find which one works for you, which level. And then obviously you probably aren't going to be zoomed out this far, but this can just help you determine support and resistance. Oh, when you zoom out on some of these, you may have to take it out of auto mode. For example, on this 4-hour chart, I'm using 100, but you could go higher. I would use a round number just so you know what each level actually represents. It also has pivot table types. Right now it's linear. Here, this is what the Fibonacci looks like. Then there's the user file type, which you can create your own. When you first open the indicator or put it on the chart, it generates this default table, and it does it for each one of these, a 4 pivot, 8, 16, and 32 pivot. So it generates a text file. What you can do is go to the File menu, you go to Open Data folder, go to MQL4, Files, go right in here, and here's the pivot levels. These are the files that the indicator creates. Okay, so right now we are using user file, which is this file right here. And what you can do is if you want to change or make your own, these right here are for, this is the first one, second, third level, which you can see this is the 0 level, the first upper, second upper, third upper. This is the first lower, second lower, and so forth. And then these, the negative signs, are below the level. So you can create your own that way, and then save this as test. Just this first one we'll look a little off. Or we'll make the, okay. And then what you have to do here is change this to test. And then when you load it, see how it moved those? So you can create any type of table you want. Wikipedia has a whole bunch of numeric sequences that you can try if you want. We also have this normal, which is the normal pivot level. It's not Woody's, it's not any of the other ones. It's just the normal pivot level calculation. Put it here. The best way that I've found to do this is to use this this setting here, the previous cumulative moving average level, as the period reset start level. When you're using this normal band, you can use the other one, but I'll show you what it does. I think it's the high and the low because of the start point. The other thing is I'm going to set it to 0, the pips per level, so you can see it change. This pips per level will affect it. So I would start, if you wanted to use this type, I would set this pips per level to 0. Use the previous cumulative moving average. You get a more normal looking pivot levels if they're just too far apart. Adding a 50, what it will do, it's going to subtract 50 from this one and move it down 50 pips. And the ones below, it's going to move them up 50 pips. We'll just try 25, see what that does. See how they moved in? And I think that's basically it. So have fun.